see you coming back for it on the low. Another taste of this, I feel you screaming for, so we let it go. Just put it on me, put it on me. Turn me on, now I got you feeling for it. Just put it on me, I know you wanna hit my body like a drug, let me feed your addiction. Drug, let me feed your addiction. Feed your addiction. Hit my body like a drug, let me feed your addiction. Just give me the cue, nobody's gotta know. I like when you're aggressive, bring it closer, I'ma go. Let me take you to a dark place, racing up your heart rate. I'll be a little secret if you let me take control. I can be your high. I know you need a fix, come back up a little bit. Come on, hit my body like a drug, let me feed your addiction. Addiction. Feed your addiction. Hit my body like a drug, let me feed your addiction. Like a drug, let me feed your addiction. Pull my heart out of my chest, train my mind so I forget. Sink your teeth into my bones, dig me out, then fill the hole. Tear me apart and watch it burn. Tear me apart and watch it burn. All that's left is a window to my soul. Come and get it.
down your jacket sin. Let it drown inside my veins, the sweetest poison I could take. You make it an art, the way that you scar with every word. But before we reach the end, strip me down again. Come and get it one more time. Oh, if you wanna lose your mind. Oh, come and get it one more time. Oh, if you wanna lose your mind. Oh, come and get it. Come and get it. Come and get it.
The evolution of life on Earth seems to have been profoundly altered by collisions with such bodies. Asteroids.
chance to step outside and shut that door. How can I say I'm not afraid to leave you alone? How can I say we'll find a way and turn around to get back home? Would you ever forget anything you know? Take a chance to step outside and shut that door. How can I say I'm not afraid to leave you alone? How can I say we'll find a way and turn around to get back home?
is going to be incredible. Tanks are ready.
Everything is ready. Have fun. Are you ready?
Which of these are the best?
The engagement begins. Delight in a battle. Here's Shanish around the backside. Looking dangerous. 2 seconds left. Schoolbus are the champions once again.
Alrighty guys, good afternoon and welcome. Here we are jumping into the Go4WoT Asia Cup number 23. Hello and welcome, I'm GoGoGadget, and tonight we've got a match starting off. Should be a pretty interesting one. Chicken Seduction taking on No Real Danger. I love that name of CKSD as they are abbreviated to. And they are going to be doing battle here on Ruinberg to start things off in this best of 3 matchup. So we've already got some tank picks underway. Let's go ahead and roll through those ones. To start off with, we have got Monster in tank there for CKSD, picking 2 IS-3s, 2 T-54 lightweights, a 1390 and a T-37. So a little bit of a mixed pick there. They are going to be on the attack, Chicken Seduction, so good to see a bit of a balanced pick there. I think that's pretty good. Don't know about the 1390, but I think on Ruinberg the 1390 does actually work quite well. So right now we're getting some more picks coming in. Let's go ahead and take a look at what they are. We have got NRD, No Real Danger. They're going to be locking in. Let's have a look. So Death of Rats, they're picking 2 IS-3s first up, 254 lightweight. So again, mirror picks for the first 4 picks from each teams, and then an IS-3 and an AMX 12 ton, and an AMX 5100 for NRD's last tank. So NRD going a little bit heavier than Chicken Seduction. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. NRD of course are on the defense this game as well. But I think Chicken Seduction's line is pretty good. I mean, they can send some of their IS-3s maybe down there, get a field push going with their light tanks around that area, and that could definitely potentially work out. I mean, they could even just go for the 1 flag if they really wanted to. I don't think that would work out too badly, but does depend on how the defensive lineup is set up, and that's a pretty strong looking defensive lineup. You know, 3 IS-3s, 1 AMX 5100, 2 54 lightweights, 2 T-54s. Yeah, so that's definitely strong. And I like the choice of the 2 T-54s in here. I think in Ruinberg you do need that extra little bit of mobility. You can park your IS-3s kind of towards the middle of the map. AMX 5100, it's mobile enough for a heavy. T-54s, they can get anywhere in a flash, so I do like what they're picking. So right now though, let's go ahead and have a quick run through of the NRD lineup while we're getting the rollout happening, with 4 seconds left on the clock. So to start off with, up the top, let's go. We have got Deadman walking here in his AMX 5100. Bogan Warrior is going to be in this IS-3. We have got Eleanor in the IS-3 as well, as is Extravagance. And Death of Rats is going to be in the first T-54 lightweight. Wilso driving his second one there, and we've got Marty Boy in that AMX 12 ton. On the other side though, Chicken Seduction, we have got them moving out already, so splitting their forces. This is pretty interesting actually. They've got their 3 IS-3s heading down south here, but they've got the rest of their 4 tanks just clustered up in that C1 area. So that's pretty interesting actually. Not something we always see, in fact, but yeah, Monster in tank though, he is going to be pushing up as well. Interesting. So I wonder if they're going to maybe try and push onto the 1 flag at the same time as these IS-3s here show themselves and kind of create a bit of a diversion, or or so that once those other tanks on the NRD lineup start to rotate to react to the one flag push, then these IS-3s might be able to catch them out across the field. I wonder if that's what Chicken Seduction are trying to do here with this setup. I think that could definitely work. That definitely has potential. So it's looking like the IS-3s at the moment are going to be pushing up very aggressively. Still not spotted just yet though, but they are going to be soon. That AMX 12 ton there, Marty boy, surely must see them. And we've actually got the heavies from NRD's side. Most of them lined up in that town there. 2 IS-3s and Deadman walking in this 5100. But some shots already coming across. A few ricochets. There's one that penetrates though. The IS-3 here. It's going to be Modest V taking a shot. Getting his repair up as well. Ooh, Ammo Rack's actually going to have to repair that one, I'd imagine. That's Death of Rats doing the work there. So at the moment, Chicken Seduction, they're a little bit out in the open here. I'm not too convinced with this. So I feel as though they might need to move back a little bit, which is exactly what they're doing. Getting into some better positions. There we go. And reducing the angles of fire that are being applied to them. So right now, Deadman walking, getting shot himself actually. Dropped down to 75% HP, but he's wrecking already. Already though, NRD have lost one of their IS-3s. Need to go to a bit of damage control at the moment actually. They've lost an IS-3 and an AMX 12 ton. Deadman walking as well, not looking too good. So we do have that single T-37 still putting the base cap pressure on the one flag for Chicken Seduction. And now the rest of the tier 8s of NRD, apart from one T-54 lightweight, have been relegated back into the town. A bit of a brawl it out here, and it's looking like Modest V might be going down. He is tracked, doesn't have any more repair kits, used his early one to repair that ammo rack, but he is still alive. Does manage to get one more shot at before he goes down. That's going to be a ricochet. And they need to finish him off, NRD. Oh, another ricochet! Very costly miss there. Modest V going to be able to get another 376 damage out before he finally goes down to Eleanor. So finally NRD put one on the field. But Bogan Warrior, he's not looking good. 6% health. And we've got Wilso, 2276 up there. Wilso's just moving up. Death of Rats on 100%. Needs to take some damage, I feel. Needs to kind of put himself into the firing line. But right now we've got Bogan Warrior. He's going to be going down there. 81 HP is all that's taken to finish him off. And it's not looking good for NRD at the moment. Only with 3 tier 8 tanks remaining. And well, some of these tanks actually on the Chicken Seduction lineup, they are fairly low. Like Iguru here in his T-54 lightweight. But we've still got the AMX there, 100% HP, the IS-3s, at least 2 shots from death, so it is really not looking good for NRD right here. And with Death of Rats, they're getting swarmed by 3 tanks. He's not long for this world, but he might be able to get one more shot off 1% HP. Needs one more shot to take out the T-54. He's not going to get it. Dan's takes him out instead. And this is going to be a pretty fairly convincing first match win for Chicken Seduction, or first round win in this best of 3 match, I should say. So they're finally going down, and Chicken Seduction coming out of that one only losing 1 tank. I feel as though NRD they did pretty well considering there. They just couldn't quite manage to take down those tanks early enough. Modest V, I want to see how much damage he took. Yeah, look at that. Damage blocked by armor, 1.6 thousand damage worth of ricochets, and that's that's like having more than 1 IS-3 extra on the field. So very, very important and great play there by Modest V, getting those angles happening, all of that. So right now it's looking like we can take a look at the rest of the team score. We've got Monster in Tank. He dealt 2k damage right up the top there for Chicken Seduction. Rincelet Cat there, about 1.9 thousand damage, 2 kills as well. But Death of Rats in his T-54 lightweight definitely did well as well for NRD, dealing over 2,200 damage. So right now we're going to be jumping into the next picks for this next half. Of course, NRD are now going to be swapping over, and they're going to be trying their hand at the offense here in Ruinberg. So we'll see how well that works out for them. And I'd probably be expecting a fairly, maybe a few more T54s on the offense here for NRD in their lineup, but definitely nothing too crazy. Ruinberg, it's one of those fairly stock standard maps. I mean, you pick IS3s, you pick T54s, and you're pretty much set on Ruinberg. You know, maybe an AMX 50, well, maybe any sort of AMX thrown in there, 5100, 1390, they all work. So there we go. First couple of tank picks are in from No Real Danger, a couple of IS3s. Actually, you know what, I think maybe No Real Danger, if they just picked a full heavy lineup and went for the one flag, just did a straight one flag push, then you know, they're the sort of team that can make that work, I think, maybe. But they're not going to be going for the full heavy lineup, going for two T54s instead as their next two picks. We've also got Chicken Seduction there locking in for their first two picks, two T54 lightweights on the defense, and an IS3 and a 5100 as well. So getting a bit of heavy armor under their belts. But certainly all fairly standard picks so far. IS3 and an AMX 1390 there for Death of Rats. So yeah, going with the 1390 on the attack. Well, I suppose the 1390 did work out well there for CKSD. So, you know, never a bad idea to emulate success for the tank picks, I think. Particularly, I know that some of the NRD guys, they do like playing that 1390 as well. So, and yeah, fairly strong pick overall. Next up, Monster in Tank, I think, needs to pick two more. Yep, two more tier 8s, and he's going to be locking in an RU251 and a T54 lightweight. So going with that German tier 8 light and another Russian. You know, RU251, I think it's always, you know, always okay if you just throw in one RU into your lineup. Of course, the T54 will outgun it in most will kind of beat it in most situations with the T54's much nicer armor, but the RU does have just that slightly better gun. So right now, though, we've got the Tier 6 light tanks being locked in, so that's going to be an AMX 12-ton and a T37 for both these teams. And now we should be ready to go. Let everyone know that we're ready. The sides have been swapped now, so I'm going to be spectating NRD rolling out from the attack. And let's not forget, they need to win this one. This is a best of 3, so if they lose this, Chicken Seduction take the second game, then NRD are going to be eliminated from this week's Go4WoT Asia Cup. And they do not want that. In fact, last night, for those of you that may have been watching on last night's Go4WoT August finals, we saw NRD. They actually got eliminated first up as well, so I didn't get a chance to spectate them and cast them, which wasn't good. Definitely good to jump in here now. I know a couple of the NRD lads. I've met a couple of the NRD lads, so... Yeah, right now, though, we've got 15 seconds left before this one kicks off, and I think we're going to be running through Chicken Seduction's crew as they roll out of the gates on their side. So, as they're going to be taking in pretty balanced but fairly light lineup onto the defensive side. So, on the Chicken Seduction side, we have got in the T37, Dan's 24. The T54 lightweights are being driven here by Zero Iced, Modest, and Monster in Tank, with Fan 91 in his RU251, Rinslet Cat in the IS3, and Iguru in that AMX 5100. But let's go ahead and take a look back over towards the NRD crew, who are rolling out of the gates right here, heading towards the 2 flag from the looks of things. So here's a bit of a field push coming here. Got Deadman walking, following Wilso up in towards what looks to be a bit of a zero line push from these two. at least a zero-line scout from the looks of things. So Deadman walking and Wilson going to be popping their heads over there. And that RU251, that is not the tank that you want to get caught out in open cover. Very, very squishy there. Deadman walking wants to hit a few shots. Is he going to be able to? No, it doesn't look like it. Wilson misses his next one. So, oh, that RU251 Fan 91, I think he got away fairly cheaply for that one. Only taking, ooh, so close. Only taking, well, actually I was about to say only taking about 500 damage, but that's a fair amount of damage. So taking 500 damage for that, it's definitely going to be hurting. But right now, the rest of NRD continuing to push up the field, and it's looking like we're getting the rotate in now from Chicken Seduction. So they're going to be pushing right back on towards NRD and pushing through the town. So Death of Rats here has to be a little bit careful in that T54 lightweight. He's dropped down to 57% HP already. A lot of tanks coming around him. It's looking like that T54 there is the focus. In the meantime though, Deadman walking, he's not looking too good. Dropped down to 12% HP, dodges a shot from the 5100. And it's looking like he will duck behind a bit of cover, so excellent bit of mobile play there from Deadman walking, managing to keep himself alive. In the meantime though, Monster in Tank has just taken down the first of NRD's lineup. Wilso goes down there to his T54. Marty Boy actually taking out Zero Ice as well. So far NRD off to a much better start this round, taking out 2 tier 8s early on, and make that 3 actually as Monster in Tank goes down. Bogan Warrior in his IS3 is doing work, and NRD right here, they have fantastic positions on the field. So they're going to be reclaiming this town, and they're actually looking, I think, fairly healthy as well. Deadman walking, of course, only on 12%, but that's alright. He's done his job. Right now, Bogan Warrior's looking healthy. Extravagance looking healthy as well. Let's flick over to Rinslet Cat. He's actually looking on 100% HP, not too bad as well. As Deadman tries to go for the shot, very cheeky there, and he's actually going to be going for another one. Oh, very risky. Rinslet cannot respond though, as he still hasn't actually taken any points of damage. It's looking like that T37 there, Dan's 24, is dropped down to 124 HP. The ram's going to be coming in. There we go, Death of Rats. Oh no, Death of Rats getting so low. Dropped down to 2% HP, but he survives. And it's looking like NRD right here are gaining the upper hand. Chicken Seduction only with 3 tanks. No, 2 tanks remaining. 1 tank. Make that. There's a Guru there. The last man standing for them in that AMX 5100. He's going to be going down the field, so he might be able to take out Deadman walking. He does manage to, but overall an excellent performance there from NRD as they take out Chicken Seduction, barely losing 2 tanks, and they're going to be drawing this one out to a third game, which is great to see for our first matchup of the night. So let's go ahead and take a look at the team score and the battle results. We can see again, Death of Rats going huge here for NRD. I think it was Death of Rats or Deadman that got top damage last time. One of the two. Anyways, 2.6 thousand damage in that T54 lightweight. Absolutely powerhoused it. And on the other side, well, Chicken Seduction, they just weren't able to get out enough damage, and I feel as though that they had a few too many lights in their lineup. I mean, only 1 IS3 on the defense of Ruinberg. Not convinced, but there we go. Hindsight is 20/20, of course. And then now we're going to be jumping into the tiebreaker match, which is going to be played in Himmelsdorf, I think. Yes, Himmelsdorf. So there we go. As we've got Death of Rats saying, okay, Chicken Seduction are going to be picking their tanks first. And of course, for those that don't know, Himmelsdorf here, we're going to be expecting lots of Tier 8, well, Tier 8 of course, lots of heavy tanks, lots of IS3s, couple of AMX 5100s. I'm going to go with one team is going to pick 4 IS3s. Yeah, the team on the defense could pick 4 IS3s, 2 5100s, and let's say a T37, maybe a 12 ton instead. So I do know that NRD, I think they still like their T32, so they might put one T32 into that lineup instead. Either way, much of a muchness there, as it's looking like NRD are going to be locking in defence for this one. Alrighty, and I think that's it's actually a pretty good choice there from NRD. I think it's just still slightly easier to defend it up here on Himmelsdorf than it is to attack. But it'll be very interesting actually to see see any sort of statistics for that in competitive play. I don't actually watch too many of the European Wargaming.net League games. But right now we're getting the first couple of picks in from Chicken Seduction, going with one AMX 5100, one T37 on the attack. Death of Rats there for NRD. Surprise, surprise, going with two IS3s. Going to be expecting two IS3s probably to come in next for CKSD. Actually looks like CKSD, oh no, they're just reading up with their old tanks from the looks of things. Yep, there we go, two IS3s for CKSD that they've just locked in. And NRD maybe picking AMX IS here, I would say. Yeah, just going with another two IS3s and the last two heavies. Oh yeah, so we've got two IS3s there as well. And it's looking like another two locked in for CKSD. So IS3s all across the board here. And CKSD still yet to pick their last tier 8 tank. So probably could be a 5100, I'd say. I mean, even a T54 does work here as well. So yep, there we go. Surprise, surprise. Death of Rats. I did call that. Not that it's hard to call on Himmelsdorf, but going to be going with the stock standard lineup: 4 IS3s, 2 5100s, and either a 12T or a T37, depends what they pick. I do actually like not the Comet. I've got the name of it. I own one as well. The British Tier 6 light tank, British Tier 6 medium tank rather. And yep, there we go. There's the T37 locked in for no real danger. So, going to be getting that one locked in. Probably going to be sending that T37. I always like sending the light tank just down into that little proxy spotting area down there, where effectively it gives you free sort of eyes of whenever the attacking team pushes up the banana here. So it's probably where I'd be expect to be seeing that tier 6 there for Death of Rats. I'll let everyone know that we're ready. And the last pick there for Monster in Tank is another AMX 5100. So we've actually got a dead set mirror match here on Himmelsdorf to decide it out. So who knows, maybe this will kind of give us a bit of a insight onto what side is slightly more favoured on Himmelsdorf, depending on how these guys play it. Alrighty, so everyone is ready. Should be able to jump into the game right now. And okay, I think probably going to be expecting CKSD to be sending one, maybe two, probably just one AMX 5100 up to the hill to get some shots down on towards NRD. NRD, I think they do actually know how to do the rails defense properly, I think, so they're going to be sending maybe a couple of tanks out there to the kind of two-ish, 3-ish lines, around about CD or so. But we'll have to wait and see. And probably just generally setting up into some very standard positions. Right now, though, we've got 3 seconds left on the clock. It's time to jump in and find out who is going to be progressing on in today's Go4WoT brackets and who is going to be eliminated in this match here between No Real Danger and Chicken Seduction, which again is The best name of any esports team I've ever heard. So here we go. Death of Rats. Oh, that's a bit of a funky one. Death of Rats here is going to be moving up. Also 2276 as well. And these guys are going to be heading towards the hill. In the meantime, we have got, like we suspected, one of the AMX 5100s for CKSD heading up the hill. We've got the T37 Dan's 24 up there as well. So Dan's is going to be popping up there. Oh, it's Dead Man walking actually. It's a bit of a shot across. So Dan's here is going to be, that's a very funky one. He's going to be spotting him out, maybe even trying to get a few shots of his own. That T37, if it gets the side of the IS-3, you never know, it might be able to hit it. It might be able to pin it. Right now though, we've got Wilso looking up the hill there. And not going to be seeing anything. It was a shot actually just missed. Marty, oh no, a shot almost hit Marty Boy right there. Yes, there we go. So Marty Boy actually losing his loader in that little trade. So coming out definitely worse for wear. Going to be forced to pop a medic pack if he has it. Looks like a few vertices in the background there, just going a little bit crazy. But not to worry. We can still see the tanks, which is the important thing. Right now, though, we've got a bit of a railway push here coming in potentially from CKSD. And, oh, there we go. Yeah, Wilso just taking down the AMX. So, okay, I like this. They've just taken down the two tanks on the hill, but this is where it's dangerous for NRD because they've committed 2 AMXs to take down one. Death of Rats as well has been dropped down to 25% HP, and this is where Chicken Seduction can pull the trigger on the one flag push. And we've seen it yesterday. This exact same thing in the August finals, where one team committed 2 or 3 of their heavy or of their tier 8 tanks up in towards that hill to flush out the hill and lost the one flag because of it. So NRD are in danger of doing the exact same thing right here. And with the base cap already on, well, 50 right there, we can see NRD, they need to react very, very quickly. Right here, Bogan Warrior is actually going to be taking a shot as he crosses there. Dead Man walking as well, taking a lot of hits, dropped down to 80% HP as he's going to be jumping on towards the flag right there, getting the reset happening. Hopefully, he's got one reset, not going to be able to get the second though, as Modest B takes him down. And well, Dead Man really did not have much of an impact there at all. The base cap though is reset again, dropped down to 55, so a little bit of a reprieve for NRD, but they have just lost one of their IS-3s and really they're sacrificing a lot of HP to try and get these resets happening. Wilso is going to be going down there to Genie Mark, and Death of Rats is not looking too healthy either. Dropped down to 25% HP. Extravagance here, moving himself towards the flag as Marty Boy. Looks like he's going to be the next focus. Does manage to get that key reset in as Bogan Warrior takes one down as well. Bogan's not looking too bad. So they've got the reset happening and they've actually managed to take down another one of those tier 8 tanks on the Chicken Seduction lineup, so this is still fairly even. The base capture though has been reset, so now the I was about to say things are looking up for NRD, but they've just lost 2 tanks. Death of Rats going down, Eleanor going down, and now only Extravagance and Bogan Warrior. If we take a look at the health of the remaining 4 Chicken Seduction tanks, really all that NRD can hope for is that Aguru has to reload now, which actually looks like it might be what he's doing. No, he's poking out maybe at the moment, but we can see right there, Monster and Tank, he's still looking really healthy. Genie Mark still on 575. Bogan Warrior, 1 shot or so from death. Extravagance, only healthy one on the NRD lineup. Bogan Warrior is going to be going down right there, so it's looking like Chicken Seduction are going to be taking this one out. And, very hard-fought battle there from NRD, but yeah, I mean that's always the issue when you send 2 tanks up into the hill. I think, as well as that, the 2 tanks that they sent up into the hill, I think they came back with 25 and 80% health respectively on both of their AMX 5100s, and in a 2 Tier 8 versus Tier 8 and Tier 6 situation, I would say that's actually not the best. You'd probably want to be coming out from that with a little bit more HP left. But we can take a look there at the scoreboard and see that on the Chicken Seduction side, Rinslet Cat there with his IS-3 dealt over 2.3k damage, so some pretty good numbers there. Aguro there with 2.1k and his AMX 5100 as well. So that is going to mean Chicken Seduction proceeding on towards our quarterfinals for today. And we're going to be jumping off now for a quick little break before those ones, guys. Do not go anywhere. More quarterfinal action coming up right after this.
Просто, наверное...
Нет названия такого, что может...
Есть засвет.
Гозу минус Громадрон исплает, хорош!
Забирает Омга, а вот сейчас рискованно выходит.
Камаек, может, гусля уходит, давай! Таймер идет, Камаек. Засвет не видит Громадрона сбивает захват базы, промах из Камаека, хорош! Хорош, это уже ничья, не успеет захватить базу, просто!
这边的杠3应该哇90多了，
打飞了，打飞了！我去，
哇，感觉被打断了。
Oh my gosh, that is so sick.
He's trying to line up that final shot. Lewis Captain staying right between
The buildings, he's just
Boy's
unloading.
captain.
One more shot.
Oh, he's gonna get it! He's gonna get it!
The L-Tractors are decisive in this battle.
Tanakia goes down. Batatanks is still alive.
Oh, Batatanks, wow, he's still alive
yeah,
there.
he's still alive.
Yeah, look at Truman actually completely blocking the castle. Take down Batatanks if he gets the angle here.
But look at that moving castle. One more shot's gonna take care of him. Yeah, moving castle goes down.
Да, вот наоборот получает неплохо Стреку. 200 урона с поджогом втащил. Хорош, 400 урона. 500. Сбили весь захват. Лакершин получает от Ноника. Стреку еще раз набрасывает Нонику. Хорош. Выход. Выход есть, отлично.
Стрека снова дает урон.
Сколько же там урона у Стреку?
Сумасшедший ты первый. Сейчас его задавят.
Да, давят. Он выживает. Пытаются придавить его. Минус 69-ка в исполнении Нойсона. И выходит.
Да, это победа.
Это победа.
Поздравляем.
Oh my gosh, Hornsby still trying to keep this alive here.
5 more seconds and he's reloaded. And he hit Hornsby.
He hit him, but I think Jen Scott missed.
No, I don't think he fired.
Jen Scott fired yet. Now, Jen Scott has the shot.
Oh my
He
God!
wins the 1v1.
The L-Tractor! Approach, he does, he's in the 416.
No, he misses!
He misses!
Countess is gonna fall.
Is stuck!
Wait, this ensures a draw if Rella doesn't jump on him right now. Maybe he could bait on a shot at his
He might try to get the break. No, untouched! Oh my God! Over in 17 seconds!
What can he really do? Whoa! He's going to shoot him here in this engine. We could have got a T1 kill here. Red Bull getting low. That's going to be shot down, but the turret may be out of position. Oh, Sunglow! Sunglow taking some damage. Taking a hit. He needs to kill her. He cannot die here, Tasteless. He's trying to bait out a shot. He baited out a shot. Oh, but he takes a hit. He takes a big hit, and he goes down. Oh, unbelievable. Sunglove has been defeated.
say it's your own choice. Can you hear my voice? It's a lesson to be learned in time. Oh, read me like a book, hear my every thought, catch them like the stars, or like a bullet shot. Find me in the night, we'll paint the morning sky, be forever mine, making me come alive.
going to be incredible. Tanks are ready.
Everything is ready. Have fun. Are you ready?
Which of these are the best?
The engagement begins. Delight in a battle. Here's Shanish around the backside. Looking dangerous. 2 seconds left. School Bus are the champions. What?
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here we are, just about to jump into our next match, which is, of course, a quarterfinal here between the Immortals and the SuperNoobs. Two of the, well, I think it's safe to say, top teams in the competition today. And it's going to be a pretty good early battle, I think. We don't often see these sorts of teams clashing in the quarterfinals. So... Of course, this is our first Go4WoT Cup for September, which means the brackets are randomised as well. So that's why we're seeing this one. But it's looking like we've got some tank picks underway. Let's go ahead and run through those. And of course, this quarterfinal will be played on steps. So expecting lots of T54s, maybe RUs. Well, we've got, there we go, there's an RU from the SuperNoobs. But the SuperNoobs so far have picked 2 T54 lightweights. Another 2 T54 lightweights, making a total of 4. 1 RU251, 1 AMX 12T, and given that they're on the attack, I'm going to be guessing that they're going to be locking in another light tank, probably. Or I'm wrong. An IS3. I was going to say another light tank or a T32, but I would have been wrong then as well. So going with that IS3 as well, which, you know, nothing wrong with that. Can still move around fairly well. It just means you can't do quite as fast rotates. So in the meantime, the Immortals going with, again, fairly standard defensive setups. They've got an IS3, 4 T54 lightweights, a T37 and a T32. So nothing particularly crazy there. Alrighty, but let everyone know that we are ready to go, ready to jump into this one. And I think the tiebreaker match on this match, if it does get drawn out to a best of 3, to a third map, a third game in this best of 3, I should say, is going to be Lakeville. So I think these two teams are fairly evenly matched, to be honest. I want to say so. Alrighty. Right now, it's looking like we've got what else? Alrighty, yeah, everyone's just readying up in their tanks at the moment. So yeah, very standard tanks on steps, and I mean the SuperNoobs. I'd probably expect the SuperNoobs, they're on the attack this time, probably just to head up around there, set up, you know, on this sort of ridge line there, get some shots across onto there, and that sort of thing. So, you know, nothing particularly crazy. But right now it's looking like everyone is readied up, and I do like to see the RU251 in the SuperNoobs lineup as well. Very versatile little light tank. Alrighty, and there we go, we're getting the countdown happening. So, let's go ahead and load in towards this one. As I think, well, both teams again looking fairly strong here on steps. And with 25 seconds left on the clock, I think it's time to run through the SuperNoobs lineups. I'll line up once we get this one started. So the SuperNoobs, they've got a pretty angry looking lineup on their side. And that is, I mean, they could actually try for a two-flag push fairly early on if they wanted to, which is pretty interesting.
Time to roll out
in the back, but let's go ahead and run through them. So we have got Ironhide in the IS3. NT Lock here is going to be in his RU251. We've got Ricky in the first T54 lightweight. Sunbow in his T54. We've got Tangaroy in the last in his, as he gets some air over a little bit of a jump there, and Hien is going to be in this AMX 12T. So, and again, apologies if I pronounce any of their names wrong. I'm not the best of this, and sometimes these players, they like using tricky names, which well, tricky for me names. But in the meantime, actually, enough about names. Let's talk about some tanks, as those T54s coming up the hill right there. The last manages to get a shot on one of them. This is a very aggressive bit of play here from the defenders. The last actually getting shot early on, and might be shot again, just misses there from the Immortals T54. This is, wow, yeah, very aggressive play from the defenders. We do not often see that sort of a push coming in, but you know, when you've got 4 T54 lightweights, why not? I suppose. You know, might have kind of tried to guess that Ironhide here in the IS3 was going to be taking the long road up to the 1 flag. But I like that. The Immortals already putting pressure on to the SuperNoobs. And right now the SuperNoobs are going to be moving up towards that flag. We've got Pryor here in a little bit of trouble. Well, make that a lot of trouble. He's probably dead, to be perfectly honest. Tang going to be able to get the next shot in, and it comes in. Ricky actually kill stealing it from under Tang. Tang was, I think, just about to hit him, couldn't quite manage to. So Pryor there has to be a little bit more cautious. I think maybe he thought that they were coming up the 1-2 line, the kind of cliffs around there, cliffs and hills around there, around those rocks, but that is not the case, as the SuperNoobs continue to push on and forwards around that 1 flag. And we've got Ironhide here in his IS3. Just going to be moving up a little bit. And actually taking a big hit there. Just got his ammo rack taken out by Zeus, but does manage to repair that one and repairs his track at the same time. But he's actually got himself into a very nice position here just on these rail tracks. So as we can flick over, we can see that the SuperNoobs are actually setting up into some really nice spots here. That T54 lightweight, I'm not sure who that is. I think that's the Sirius. He is in a lot of trouble. Dropped down to 399 HP. Ironhide just misses his next shot, but C5M right next to him, going to be going down the last, doing the work there. As we've got the SuperNoobs looking very good early on, and really recovering well from that early pressure that was put on them by the Immortals. And we can see right now that Hades here in his T54 lightweight, he's going to be pushing up still. And moving on to the last, and actually getting dropped down himself to 147 HP. One more shot will be enough to finish him off. The last might be trying to get it, just misses there. The last needed another second or so to aim in. Not going to happen though, and it doesn't matter because Hades has just gone down. The Sirius has gone down. Now only the 2 heavies remain for the Immortals right here. The SuperNoobs haven't lost a tank yet, and there we go. Zeus, wow, Zeus fighting right up into the last minute, even using that repair kit. That is dedication right there, but it's not going to be of any use, unfortunately. There's still 3 minutes left on the scoreboard. Can't play it out for time, and he is only on 935 hit points as well, so going to be taken down very, very shortly. Right here with all of those light tanks, the swarm of light tanks from the SuperNoobs lineup, heading right towards him there. Question now is who's going to get the kill, and NT Lock almost tried for the ramp. He was thinking about it, but you know what, he's taking a lot of damage here. Zeus, one more shot comes in from Tang and takes him down. Alrighty, so the SuperNoobs with a very convincing win right there, and I was expecting it to be a lot quicker. So alrighty, and we've got team score up here. Tang up the top, 1.9k in his T54 lightweight, and we've got Zeus there up the top for the Immortals in his T32. So the last there, 1.6k damage in his T54, Nino in the IS3 with 794. Right now though, it's time to change base, change the sides. And we can see that, well, I mean, the SuperNoobs, they're probably going to be sticking with, I'd say, almost even the exact same lineup here on the defense. Maybe one more heavy or so, something like that. But right now, getting the tank picks underway. Alrighty, so we've got Euro just popping in there. I think Euro might be a sub for the Immortals. Alrighty, so it's looking like the SuperNoobs just saying, wait up a second, just waiting for one of their members before they get their tank picks in, and Light Key in the Twitch chat as well, saying it's an exciting start. Absolutely. And again, I think the Immortals, I mean, the end scoreboard in that game was obviously 7-0. The Immortals not able to take down a single tank, but I really did like their push early on, and I think that, you know, if they just reacted a little bit better towards that rotate from the SuperNoobs afterwards, then it could have been a very close match. So alrighty, and we've got some tanks locked in here. So we've got two T54 lightweights there for Ironhide, Kitten, and two T54s, and Ironhide again locking two. So the SuperNoobs with 4 T54 lightweights early on, and nothing surprising there. Of course, this time though they are on the defense here on steps. So we've got the Immortals locking in 4 as well on the offense, and probably, okay, so yeah, SuperNoobs going with another one and a T32, so they're going to be swapping out the IS3 for a T32 here, which is, you know, a pretty good move. I think the T32 can really hold its own here on steps, get into some nice hold down positions, only poke its heavily armoured turret over some hills, kind of around this sort of one area there, and it can really do work. So alrighty, we've got the last couple of picks in there, and the Immortals are going to be going with what looks to be pretty much a carbon copy of the SuperNoobs lineup from last round, as they've got 4 T54s, T37 and IS3. They just need one more T54 lightweight. So alrighty, we've got Ironhide there, picking the T37 as the last pick for the SuperNoobs, and the Immortals now just need to pick one more tier 8, so it's probably going to be, I would like to see another okay, so they're keeping it light, going with a 1390 instead. which is all right. And we'll let everyone know that we are ready to go whenever they are. And once they are, we should be able to jump into this one. Of course, the Immortals, if they lose this, then they are out, and they don't even get to play in the third place final because we're only up to the quarters at the moment. So two of these teams, which, well, we saw last night, in fact, the Immortals were actually able to take out the entire August monthly finals. So they're definitely a team that has the potential to beat the SuperNoobs for sure. Alrighty, there we go. SuperNoobs giving the call to ready. And the Immortals as well are ready, so we're all ready. Should be able to jump into this one very, very shortly. Alrighty, so right here, Immortals getting the countdown happening. And we've got, in fact, let's go ahead and have a run through of the Immortals lineup once we get this battle started in 30 seconds. And here on steps as well, I think the SuperNoobs is probably just going to be playing it fairly standard. I don't think we're going to be seeing any of those kind of pushes that we saw last round coming out of the Immortals there.
Time to roll out.
Alrighty, as the SuperNoobs here is going to be getting out of the gates in a fairly standard manner, but let's go ahead and take a look at the Immortals lineup. So, over on their side, they have got, driving the T37 is Preo. We've got the Sirius in his T54 lightweight, Kitten in his 54 lightweight Hades 25, his T54 C5M as well in that Russian light. We've got Zeus in the AMX 1390 and Ningyo here in his USSR Russian Tier 8 heavy tank. And it's a very decisive move towards one flag here from the Immortals. They're not trying anything tricky, and neither are the defenders. SuperNoobs not trying for any sort of special pushes up the kind of river there at all this round. They're just playing it stock standard, nice and safe. They've got, I think it's, actually let's flick over to their side. They've got maybe Tang, yeah, Tang. They've got Tang up here looking for that 2 flag push. Not going to be finding any though. And the rest of the SuperNoobs just gearing up to get a 1 flag defense in action. There's some shots there actually coming on towards NT Lock, but none hitting just yet. He's looking alright. And this is what we are kind of used to seeing from steps. Just a nice kind of trading style engagement here near this 1 flag across the ridges, etc. So right now, and that's why obviously SuperNoobs and many other teams pick that T32 here on steps. Does do a good job of it. It's right now Sunbound not finding anyone to target. Does get 1 shot off, but not going to be getting that one to hit. Some shots are actually coming in. Does duck behind cover though. So in the meantime, we've got the Immortals just retreating out a little bit here with Hades 25 in this T54 lightweight. Just kind of looking around the place, seeing if he can spot maybe any light tanks pushing over the fields. That's not going to be happening though. The SuperNoobs too disciplined for that. Right now, the Ironhide actually just missed that shot onto the T37. That almost looked like an easy shot there that Ironhide could have hit, but not going to be happening. There's NT Lock there. Oh, is he seeing that T54? As Sunbow has taken a bit of damage there, so he's been dropped down to 1,130 HP. So right now it's looking like we do have a bit of a rotate coming in for the attackers. We've got one of the AMX 1390s down here as well. Well, their only AMX 1390, as well as two of their T54 lightweights. In fact, it looks like most of their T54s are rotating back down here, so they might be trying to kind of shake it up a little bit here and head back towards the 2 flag. But we can see Hien here has spotted some of them out. He's actually going to be getting a shot across on towards that IS-3 there. And making that one hit with that little T-37 gun of his. Right now, though, the last in his T-54 lightweight is going to be just rotating a little bit on towards the 2 flag. So getting set up for a 2 flag defense here. Pryo is still... oh, no, not Pryo, but Hien is still in a nice spot to spot out those attackers. And I'm sure they're going to be moving very, very shortly. And Hien actually might have to be a little bit careful here. He's kind of poking his head over the hill. Might even see the IS-3. Has to be careful of that gun. But also of those tanks that are just about to come over the hill behind him. And again, this is how you can tell it's just perfect SuperNoobs play there. Boom, just like that. What could have been a fantastic rotate and what could have caught the SuperNoobs off guard right there, just been stopped because he knows exactly how to scout it out. So right now the rest of the Immortals are going to be pushing up towards this 2 flag right here and pushing up very, very fast. They've actually got Ningyo here pushing up in a different spot. So as they all come up, I'm sure we're going to be seeing Tang getting a few shots on towards them. As the SuperNoobs are really falling back nicely. And there we go. Yes, Tang getting some nice shots on towards them. And the SuperNoobs just trying to make it so that the Immortals have to run through as much open ground as possible before they can get their shots off. So very smart tanking play right here, and we are seeing a few shots fired there. That T-54 lightweight in the Immortals lineup being dropped down to 577 HP, 324 right now, so really not looking good. As we can see, Ricky here is getting a few more shots. Sunbao still on 73% HP, so he's still looking pretty good. That IS-3 as well. Ningyo not looking good at all. 200 HP, one more shot will be enough to finish him off. It's looking like he's ducked behind a bit of cover here, but really does not have many hit points at all to play with. Neither does Zeus here in this AMX 1390, and in fact all of the Immortals are getting absolutely peppered here. It's not going well for them. They're still kind of alive, but by the skin of their teeth. And Sunbao, he's just taken down one. It's going to be the Sirius going down in his T-54 lightweight. NT-Lock taking down Ningyo there. Hien taking down Zeus. It's a bloodbath for the SuperNoobs. Only 2 tanks remaining on the Immortals lineup. And make that one. C5M here rolling around on 447 HP, 205. Even repairs the track. He's trying to get a kill. It's not going to happen. And again, the SuperNoobs, I was not expecting a double 7-0 to come out of them this one. In this match here for sure. So they've got to be very happy about that. We can quickly take a look at the team score and see that, well, right up the top there, Tang with 2k damage. Sunbao as well in that T-32 did some work, just about 2k as well. So really putting out the hurt. And I think the SuperNoobs, they're going to be the team to beat today. Might even follow them through on towards the semi-finals, which will be coming up very shortly, I think, guys. So do not go anywhere. Some more World of Tanks action coming up right after this break.
The global map, the arena of leadership and strategy. It's time for a change. The global map has undergone a major transformation. Enter global map easier than ever before. There's plenty of room for everyone. There's more provinces, tactical options, and of course, more game events. Fight in strongholds or on the global map to earn a new currency, influence. Improve your combat divisions, take part in operations, and raise your province's profits. The stakes have never been higher. Get ready to challenge the world.
They say it's your own choice. Can you hear my voice? It's a lesson to be learned in time. Oh, read me like a book, hear my every thought, catch a mind the stars, like a bullet shot. Find me in the night, we'll paint the morning sky, be forever mine, making me come alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Sofia Events Centre in lovely Bulgaria, about to kick off day one of the WGL EU Season 5 finals. Huge games to come.
School bus pick it up at 5-1. A brilliant performance from start to finish.
We guessed that Kazna won't be ready for such an aggressive tactics and such an unusual one on Himmelsdorf, and we kinda wanted to exploit that.
But I first have to congratulate School Bus for one game. They played good, compact.
Our next opponent is either Vusa or Penta Gaming.
But Novak's last man standing, Wusa on the verge, pick it up, 5-1.
We wanted to revenge, and we really prepared well for this match, especially for this opponent.
We didn't play well, the focus fire was really bad, that's why we lost Ruinberg. First deaths are done, I think now will be only better, so I hope now we can win.
First game we lost, but it didn't affect so much on us. Mood was still up, we were still focused, still concentrated. Some games were close right now, but we managed to pull them off on the decider match, and that's what counts.
And it's School Bus picking up the victory.
We need to rest, we need to sleep, and we need to drink a tea.
After losing first game, we won the last two. We qualified for the semi-finals. Our morale really got boosted after those victories. We're really pumped up now and ready for semi-finals.
Yesterday was a huge day of games. Back and forth, teams battled it out. We are now down to 4 teams in our playoff day of play.
They've beaten Virtus Pro. 2 more shots and LV Nexus gets it. Kazna have made it to the finals. Unbelievable performance.
Yeah, we are really happy that we won Virtus Pro. It's really amazing for us.
Today our opponents were Kazna Crew and GGVP. We lost unexpectedly against Kazna Crew and won against GGVP.
We have just won GGWP, nobody trusted that we would do this, and now we're in the finals with Kazna Crew. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be good.
Armley looking aggressive. He just wants to remove some of these factors up north. He goes straight in towards Roster. Kazna seconds away from winning the Season 5 finals, and Benzo takes him down. Kazna Crew pick it up in the final round.
Well, you can say we became better and better. You saw on day one we really struggled against School Bus, and now it was a really even match. But yeah, we won it in the end because we became better and better over the tournament.
Thanks you guys for supporting us, and Kazna smash!
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here we are just about to jump into our next match for today. It is of course the semi-final, the first semi-final of today. The SuperNoobs are taking on the Horsemen here on Hillsdorf, and I'm pretty excited for this match too. Again, top tier teams, and it's been a while since I've seen the Horsemen actually. Didn't cast them at all during yesterday's August monthly final, so it should be good to see them back in action here. But this map is not really a Horseman sort of map. Himmelsdorf, of course, are one of the least mobile maps in the game, so we'll have to wait and see what they decide to do here. We have seen some pretty crazy strategies come out of the Horsemen on Himmelsdorf before, so it's looking like we'll let them know that we are ready. And surprise, surprise, we've got good old 4 IS3s and 2 AMXs for both teams, which is, well, we didn't really need to go through the tank picks. Alrighty, so right here we've got Faluso, Just Rex, Gorilla, Lindberson, Nun, Dessel, Archon 01, Colin 1120, and Spencer there for the Horsemen. But yeah, previously we've actually seen the Horsemen do some pretty crazy pushes down the railroad tracks into there from the attacking position, most of which haven't actually worked. So I'm hoping for their sake that they don't try and pull off anything like that on the defense here this round, but we'll have to wait and see as we're getting the rollout happening. So let's actually flick over towards the SuperNoobs and have a run through of their lineup. So here we are in the AMX 12T is going to be Hien. We've got the last driving his IS3, Sunbow in the IS3 as well as Ricky and Ironhide. Tang is going to be in his AMX 5100, NT Lock in that French Tier 8 heavy autoloader as well. And NT Lock going to be heading up the hill. And again, fairly standard sort of setup here for the SuperNoobs, but as per usual, the Horsemen, they're trying something a little bit crazy. Well, certainly a little bit not non-standard right here by sending 4 of their heavies here, 4 of their heavies fairly aggressively up down that 3 line there, down this road. Maybe trying to see if they can get any eyes on the banana from the looks of things. I have actually got Spencer here proxy spotting the banana. For those that don't know, you can effectively spot any tanks within a 25-meter radius of your tank without having line of sight of them, which is exactly what Spencer does. Lets him know whatever tanks are passing through that banana there. And we've got Ricky here in the IS3. Now it's looking like he's going to be poking up the rail tracks at the moment. Not going to be fighting anyone because most of the Horsemen there just guarding out the courtyard from the looks of things. We've got Ironhide pushing up now as well, and he's going to be getting himself onto the one flag fairly soon. Tang here in the AMX 5100 not spotting anyone just yet. He's going to be continuing to move up. We've got NT Lock over here in the meantime up the top, looking to see if he can get some early damage from the hill for the SuperNoobs, as we just saw Just Rex take a big hit from one of those IS3s down there. He's dropped down to 959 health, so over 400, oh yeah, about a 440 damage hit there from one of those IS3s. It's looking like we might actually have a bit of a brawl breaking out here on the streets. We've actually got Colin 1120. Track was destroyed. Decides to let that repair himself as Archon 01 finds Ricky. The first Tier 8 goes down. The first tank explodes. And the SuperNoobs are down a little bit of firepower after that. And they need to react, I feel. This is exactly, I feel, what the Horsemen wanted. They wanted the SuperNoobs to push on towards this one flag right here. And that's exactly what they've done. But the Horsemen, they were set up for it and have reacted accordingly. So the one flag push is sort of falling a little bit to pieces right here. But actually, I see someone coming from behind, Just Rex. And let's take a look. Where are we? Yes! Just Rex in a lot of trouble right there. That's going to be NT Lock coming out and should be able to take out Just Rex. Excellent little bit of a flank there from NT Lock. But he's going to need to do more than that. He's just met Nun Dessel in the IS3 with Excuse me, 100% HP remaining there. And now NT Lock, he's down. Had to reload the auto loader. That's not going to work. Boom. IS3 goes down again. That's going to be Gorilla going down to Ironhide right there. So SuperNoobs with only 2 tier 8 tanks remaining. Ironside uses his repair kit. Reps that ammo rack as well, but it's really not looking good for them. They're going to have to pull off something pretty miraculous here to take this one out. We can see even Spencer getting a few hits in towards that IS3 there. Arcono1 does take down Ironhide, so the last is going to be the last, well, living up to his name, the last IS3 alive right here. One more shot is going to send him up in smoke from Spencer, in fact, and we've just got here, just waiting it out. And I think he might actually be proxy spotted fairly soon. So, yeah. Oh, Arcono1. I think he sees him there. And Colin 1120 going to be able to get one shot on towards him. Drop him down to 257 HP. And Arcono1 is... oh, going to be able to... no? Not quite get the shot. But there we go. Oh, we can see it's a tier 6 off. And he wins that one at least. But goes down straight after. So... barely convincing win there from the Horseman, actually, and again, bit of an interesting strategy, deciding to push down that sort of near the railroad, which they do like to do. They don't often go for that kind of centre of town flag. Definitely a good bit of play. So we can see on the battle results right there, Colin 1120, he was top scorer for the Horseman. 9 shots fired, 6 direct hits for a total of 2.1 thousand damage. And didn't block any damage by armor, which is always an interesting stat, but none Desu there. 1.9k damage as well, so really did some good work. And the AMXs were up the top on the SuperNoobs lineup, 5 and 6 shots apiece, so they pretty much emptied their clips. But again, you know, that's why AMXs, even though 2 does seem to be the standard here on Himmelsdorf, I don't know, I'm still not a big fan. Like we just saw, you know, Tang had to duck back, had to reload, and you know, got to think, what if he was in an IS3? What if he could just get, you know, 1 or 2 more shots out before he dropped? Alrighty, so we're swapping sides now, of course, and it's going to be the SuperNoobs this time on the defense, Horseman on the attack, and to start off with the Horseman to pick 2 IS3s, as have the SuperNoobs. And again, going to be expecting very, very similar lineups to what we just saw, as this is Himmelsdorf. So... okay. And we've got a couple of 5100s coming in there for both teams, and they're probably going to pick another 2 IS3s next up, I'd say. And of course, the loser of this match does not go straight home, but the loser does go into the game for 3rd place for this week's cup. So, and that should be a pretty interesting 3rd place match as well. We've got, in the meantime, on the other side of the bracket, Team VN battling it out at the moment against the Saigon Tanker Club. So the winner of that match is going to progress into, obviously, the grand final. The loser going to be facing the loser of this match in the game for 3rd place. Alrighty, and it's looking like just might have been a bit of confusion up the top there. I think Ironhide put 2 IS3s, and it might not have been counted. But anyways, It's not like it matters here on Himmelsdorf anyway, because everyone knows what the other team is going to be picking. So T37 is going to be the pick there. Oop, let's not type in caps, that's never fun. There we go. Let everyone know that we're ready to roll. And yeah, the horsemen on Himmelsdorf, they might do a banana rush. Alrighty, but let's go ahead and take a look. See whether they do decide to push down that 7-8 line, down the banana. 23, I should say, seconds left on the clock. But yeah, would not be surprised to say. Oh, actually, they could do a hill push. The horseman, that's a kind of horseman thing to do. But I think SuperNoobs probably going to be setting up into some fairly standard defensive positions. Not going to be seeing them push out quite as far as the horsemen did. And yep, horsemen are doing a hill push. There we go. So you can guarantee that the horsemen, they're not going to do, they're not going to do the standard sort of, oh yeah, let's just sit along the G line, let's try and get some picks, let's send one AMX up the top hill to try and trade with something. They're not going to do that because they're the horsemen. These guys. Yeah, these guys. They're going to play their own game effectively. So in the meantime, we can actually see Spencer there. Ooh, it's actually been had his track damage, but did manage to get the shot off. And Spencer playing very aggressively right there, but he's actually got an IS3 coming up from behind him. That's a big shot there. And the radio goes down as well, which is very good for a scout. And the gunner's going to be going down onto Spencer's tank right there as well. And he does take another hit. One or two more shots. Ooh, just dodges the IS3, but cannot dodge the T37 shots there. And that is going to be him taking him out. But in the meantime, that IS3 that pushed a little bit down the 8 line, they've actually completely missed the pushing kind of wall of steel that is the horseman right here, who, oh, brilliant few ricochets coming in for Archon 01 right there. And the horsemen have managed to get in, well, down the hill with not much damage, I say that. Although as Gorilla, he's not looking too good. Dropped down to 29% right there. Does manage to duck behind the corner and kind of draw a little bit of aggro. So that might have actually been a good little bit of play there from Gorilla, I think, as this IS3 is going to be the focus of these horsemen here. That's going to be Ironhide going down. You can see Just Rex here in the AMX 5100 dropped down to 55% HP. Has to be very, very careful. That's going to be an IS3 poking him around the corner. One more shot will be enough to finish him off. He is not letting it go lightly, though. Does go down, but emptied out almost all of his autoloader, I want to say, before going down. In the meantime, though, let's flick over to the SuperNoobs perspective. We can see right here, Ricky, he's not looking too well. 336 HP on 23%. We've also got Tang here as well, 74% in his AMX 5100, so the brawl is still going on, and at the moment it's actually pretty even, both teams having lost one tier 8 tank. But there we go, Ricky goes down, another one of the SuperNoobs going down there, and Nun Desu is going to be going down to Tang. We've got NT Lock rotating up now as well, as in the meantime another tank goes down. It's going to be Gorilla. So this is actually very, very even right here. Faluso, Arkan, and Colin still up for the Horsemen. 3 tier 8s left up for the SuperNoobs as well. But the SuperNoobs have those 2 AMX 5100s. And, well, they might be reloading fairly soon. And Faluso right there is going to be, going down to Sun Bao. And Archon 01, he's actually not looking too healthy. He's going to need a little bit of help here because this is not going to work out for him. But Colin 1120 might actually be a little bit preoccupied in the meantime. Does just manage to dodge that one. It's not looking like, will he get there in time? No, and there's an AMX 5100 down that line as well. So Colin is going to be trying to help out. Oh, Archon 01 just needs one more shot and he gets it! He gets the shot out before he goes down, and suddenly things just got a lot harder for the SuperNoobs right here. Now they have to deal with 2 IS3s. Excellent angling there for Colin 1120. That AMX 5100 is about 1 or 2 shots. Oh, Colin missing that one. Here's immobilized, so that AMX is pounding into him. 14% HP. Colin is perma-tracked, can't do anything. And Archon01 here on 17%. I don't think he's going to be able to do this, but damn, that was a fair effort from the SuperNoobs right there. If Colin hadn't been tracked, then who knows, it could have gone either way. But very well played to the SuperNoobs right there, evening up the score and sending us into a third map for this one. So let's take a look right here up at the team score. We can see Archon01 was the top damage dealer there for the Horseman with 1.9 thousand damage, 3 kills as well. Also blocked or ricocheted about 700 damage as well. But Tang in that AMX 5100 there, he knows how to play the AMX. 2.4k damage in that tank, and just about got 2 full clips out as well. So you can see with a very impressive amount of damage, and T-Lock as well, nice 1.5k, Sunbow as well with 1.7k or thereabouts in his IS3. So we can see now, jumping back into the training room, that we will be counting up damage. So of course the team that I think won the quickest decides what side they're on in the tiebreaker match, and of course tiebreaker match here is actually steps. So we're gonna be seeing lots of steps today, I think. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at the grand finals. We've got so the grand finals are actually on steps today as well. So there you go, lots of steps today. Alrighty, but we've got SuperNoobs saying you win, choose the base. Okay, so Horsemen need to choose their side here for steps, and I'd say the Horsemen, I want to say that they'd choose attack here on steps, but not too sure. Alrighty, so there we go, and we're on to steps, and well, very close amounts of damage as well, but it's looking like the Horsemen did end up dealing over the course of those 2 battles 17,649 damage versus the SuperNoobs 15,723 damage. So there we go. We are getting the Horsemen pick defense here on steps, which is fair enough. I think that's not bad. We've got Faluso there picking 2 T54 lightweights to start off with. SuperNoobs picking 2 of those as well. And I'd be expecting both of these teams' lineups to just basically be full of T54s. Alrighty, we've got a couple more tanks locked in there. So we've got an RU251 and an AMX 12T for the SuperNoobs. On the attack, a T54. So basically the Horsemen, to no one's surprise, might even be locking in 6 T54s, maybe 5 and an RU. Oh, okay, they're going with a T32. Okay, I was wrong. But we have actually seen their T32. They do a nice sort of 2 flag push and send their T32 around to here, around about here. Could just sit in a nice hold down position there, and push on towards that flag. And we've got a T-32 for the last pick for both teams. So I'll let everyone know that we are ready, and should be able to jump into this one very, very shortly to find out which team will be progressing in towards the grand final for today's Go4WoT Asia Cup number 23, and which team will be relegated to the match for third place. So right now we've got everyone just about ready. Falusa, they're just locking in that T-54 lightweight. Gorilla, Gorilla and Anti-Lock still waiting for these guys, but should be able to get this one underway very, very shortly. Gorilla, there we go, got his T-54 lightweight in. Falusa asking if the SuperNoobs are ready. There we go. Anti-Lock's got his RU-251 locked in. Tang just swapping out now as well. And yeah, I think I'm definitely expecting a strong two-flag push, a strong two-flag rush from the Horsemen here. That's what they like to do. You know, it's worked for them quite a little bit before. You know, they've got that T-32 going over the hills just in front, acting as a bit of a meat shield for the T-54 lightweights that usually head down the river area. Alrighty, so here we are getting the countdown happening. And let's go ahead and get this one underway. So, with 27 seconds left on the clock, it's time to find out whether the Horsemen can take out the SuperNoobs on the attack here on steps, or whether the SuperNoobs defense will be too strong. Alrighty, and I think we might even run through the Horsemen's lineup one more time once we get this one started. So we have got, for the Horsemen right here, who are actually picking defense, Colin 1120 in the T-32, Faluso in the T-54 lightweight, Gorilla is going to be in his T-54 lightweight, Justrex in the T-54 as well as Nundesu, Archon 01 and Spencer, and they're doing their kind of trademark push one tank right up the hill kind of defensive strat, which they have done before. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm a massive fan of it. Last time they did it, I don't think their tank that was pushed up the hill actually managed to really do enough. Up on the hill, kind of missed lots of shots and didn't really impact on the game that much. But there we go. Nundesu is up the hill there, using that powerful engine of the T-54 to drag himself the rest of the way up. Being very careful not to knock down any trees to give away his position. And he's going to be perched up there pretty happily, I think. He's getting himself into a nice spot to look at the two flag. And he should be fine. In the meantime, though, we've got some of these other T-54s pushing up a little bit, maybe trying to exert a bit of early pressure on the SuperNoobs. It's going to be Gorilla, Faluso and Justrex here. Just getting themselves on towards this little hill. But let's flick over towards the SuperNoobs side and see what they're seeing. So we've got here pushing towards that one flag. The last as well with that T-54 lightweight. We're moving up, so it's looking like a one flag push here for the SuperNoobs. Which I mean they've got fairly standard lineup. I mean almost a mirror lineup, except the SuperNoobs do have that RU-251, which I actually quite like on the attack here. It just has that slightly more accurate gun on it, the Sparpanzer. So the rest of SuperNoobs still not firing any. Ooh, just heard the first shot I think come out there from one of the SuperNoobs. Might have been Tang in his T-54. There we go, just kind of blind firing into some of those bushes around the rail tracks there, just in case there's a hidden SuperNoob in them. He's not going to find any, I don't think. Got Colin 1120 in the meantime. He's rotated back now that the base capture has started, and actually taking a shot, but strong turret armor of that T-32 means that's going to be a ricochet there. even from the RU251. Oh, and Colin actually does take one there, so let's be a little bit careful of how he's peaking that hill. And deciding to duck back a little bit, but let's flick over towards NT-Lock, see what he sees. And he's definitely got some good eyes on Colin and the rest of where the SuperNoobs are set up. Oh, brilliant shot, and that's why you pick the RU251 in, or that's why one RU251 here is just slightly, you know, always going to be useful on steps. You can do exactly what NT-Lock's doing right here with that gun. I think it has a 0.31 meters dispersion per 100 meters, so it's a very accurate gun on the RU. And yes, its armor's made out of paper, but I don't think NT-Lock is too worried right here as he's just tearing apart Gorilla. Already, I want to say, he's dealt probably more than 1,000 damage, and that's going to be NT-Lock taking down the AMX 12-ton. And he's just having a field day here, like shooting fish in a barrel, as another shot hits Colin, 1120 in his T32. And all this time, the RU251 has been effectively safe on the hill up there. Although it is actually 3 minutes in, and they've managed to take down, well, one tier 8 at the moment. So I have a feeling that the SuperNoobs are going to be making a move fairly soon. We've got NT-Lock pushing up a little bit here. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock here in that AMX 12T. Has restarted the cap back on the 1 flag. As it's looking like right now the Horseman trying a bit of a rotate here and rotating around, which oh no, I'm not too sure about this. SuperNoobs though, they're looking pretty good. They're actually pushing right up towards the Horseman as Ironhide gets bumped a little bit, and we're going to be seeing the brawl breaking out right here in this sort of A6, A7 area. Feluso is going to be the target there for the RU251. Drop down to 62% HP. Colin 1120. Will a ram finish him off? No, 1% HP. The last has to use a shell to finish Colin off. Just Rex taking down the last. Arcono 1 taking down Feluso as well. So right now it's looking very good for... Oh no, Arcono 1 actually taking down Feluso. A friendly fire there. Oh no, that is not what you're looking for. And the Horsemen drop down to 3 tier 8 tanks remaining. It is not looking good for them. Gorilla on 23%, Just Rex on 60%. And right here the SuperNoobs are in hot pursuit of the last 3 remaining tanks for the Horsemen. You know, they actually only have to hold out for 1 minute and 17 seconds. So that's a potential option for them. Just Rex there is going to be, oh, missing that shot. Can't get the reset. As Gorilla, can he get the reset? We've actually got the timer ticking down to below 1 minute right now. So obviously the Horsemen here can't win. Ooh, they can't win by taking out the enemy team, but maybe Nandesu. Oh no, he just needs 1 reset right here. The base cap is on 85. Oh, dodges him. Can he get the reset? No, can't quite get it there. Oh, and the second shot ricochets, but the base is captured right there. That would have been an absolutely hero play if he could have got that reset. Not going to happen though. There we go, and that is going to mean that the SuperNoobs, in a deserving win, a close win however, take out the semi-final. So there we go, and we can see up the top there NT-Lock just had a field day in the RU251. 3k damage, 25 shots fired, 14 hits, and that's why you pick the RU on the attack, on the attacking side of Himmelsdorf. So GG's coming out right there. And guys, we're going to be jumping off to a short little break now. Do not go anywhere after this. The 3rd place final of the ESL Asia Go4WoT Cup number 23 will be starting up. I'll see you soon.
Просто, наверное, нет названия такого, что может. Есть засвет. Из госу минус Криводрон исправит. Хорош. Забирает Омга. А вот сейчас рискованно выходит. Камаек может. Гусля уходит. Давай. Таймер идет, Камаек. Свет не видит Громадрона сбивает захват базы, промах из Камаека, хорош! Хорош, это уже ничья, не успеть захватить базу, просто!
这边的杠三应该哇90多了，打飞了，打飞了，打飞了，我去，哇，被打断了。
Oh my gosh, that is so sick. He's trying to line up that final shot. Lewis Captain staying right between the buildings. He's just unloading one more shot.
Oh, he's gonna get it! He's gonna get it!
The Outtractors are decisive in this battle.
Tanakia goes down. Batatanks is still alive.
Oh, Batatanks, wow, he's still alive
there.
Yeah,
he's still alive.
Yeah, look at Truman actually completely blocking the castle. Take down Batatanks if he gets the angle here.
But look at that moving castle. One more shot's gonna take care of him. Yeah, moving castle goes down.
Да, вот наоборот получает неплохо стрейку. 200 урона с поджогом втащил. Хорош, 400 урона. 500. Сбили весь захват. Лакершин получает от Ноника. Стрейку еще раз набрасывает Нонику. Хорош. Выход есть, отлично.
Стрека снова дает урон.
Сколько же там урона у Стреку?
Сумасшедший ты первый, сейчас его задавят, да, давят,
он выживает, пытаются придавить его, минус 69-ка в исполнении Нойсона, и выходит. Да, это победа, это победа, поздравляю.
Oh my gosh, Hornsby still trying to keep this alive here.
5 more seconds and he's reloaded.
And he hit him. Hornsby. He hit him, but I think Jen Scott missed. I think Jen Scott missed.
No, I don't think he fired.
I don't think Jen Scott fired yet. Now, Jen Scott has the shot.
Oh my God!
He wins the 1v1!
The Outtractor! Approach, he does, he's in the 4-1-6.
Oh, he misses!
He misses!
Countess is gonna fall!
Is stuck!
Wait, this ensures a draw if Rella doesn't jump on him right now. Maybe he could bait on a shot at him.
He might try to get the break. No, untouched! Oh my God!
Can he really do? Whoa! He's going to shoot him here in this engine. We put it up with a T1 kill here. Red Bull getting low. That's going to be shot down, but the turret may be out of position.
Oh, Sunglove!
Sunglove taking some damage.
Taking a hit. He needs to kill Irv. He cannot die here, Tasteless.
He's trying to bait out a shot. He baited out a shot.
Oh, but he takes a hit. He takes a big hit, and he goes down. Oh,
unbelievable.
Sunglove
has been defeated.
Alrighty guys, welcome back. Here we are, and welcome if you're just joining us to the ESL Asia Go4WoT Cup number 23. I'm GoGoGadget, and right here we are getting to the hot end of the competition. It's safe to say, with the third place final just about in front of us right now. We're getting got the tank picks underway already, so we've got lots of T54s, lots more T54s as well. And yep, let the guys know that we are ready. Of course, this one is a third place final between the Saigon Tanker Club, SGC, and the Horsemen. So it's looking like the Horsemen there just getting ready up, and we are playing this one on steps. It is a best of 3 as well. That's all you need to know. But, you know, Horsemen on steps, we saw they can play well. I think the SuperNoobs were on another level with that steps play that we just saw there on the offense. Alrighty, so there we go, getting the countdown happening from Faluso, and we're going to be loading in towards this one. And shout out to Elex there, our admin for today and for every cup, doing a great job as usual. But right now we've got 24 seconds left on the clock here. And Twisted Santa in the chat there, just noticed that, saying it's been a long time since he played WoT. Seems a lot faster than you remember. And yeah, definitely. If the last time you watched competitive World of Tanks was, say, maybe a year and a half ago, or maybe even just a year ago, the game has really sped up since then. It's definitely a lot faster, and I don't think we've even seen any particularly crazy matches either today. Matches that the Horsemen are known for, but right now the Horsemen, they are rolling out of the gates, and we can see them heading pretty much all down towards the 2 flag here. And the 2 flag seems to be the order of the day for the Saigon Tanker Club as well. And actually, we haven't run through the Saigon Tanker Club's lineup, so quickly let's take a look. In the T54s is Bao Dem, Mr. Fung, W. Lewis, Nox Fam, Super Cup 11, Kuro Nekos, and in the T37, World of Tanks Vietnam. So we've got Saigon Tank Club. I was a little bit interested to see whether they would do a full-on 2 flag rush early on, but it's not looking like that is the case. Instead, just opting to kind of play it safe right here, just hiding behind the rocks. You know, try and get a few trades out on the Horsemen, but well, it's looking like their Wolfpack right here might be making a move. Faluso there in a little bit of trouble, has to dodge out of it. There's some shots actually coming in right there. We do see one hit, one ricochets across the leading member of the Saigon Tanker Club. Another shot actually hitting the track. So these T54s have to be careful right here. And by now they've got to know that the Horsemen are set up properly to defend from this 2 flag push, but they're still going to be trying to continue on it, and I'm not too sure if this is the right decision from the Saigon Tanker Club right here. I mean, they can see probably all of the Horsemen, and they can see that they're set up perfectly to defend out from this 2 flag push. They're on these hills right here, so it's going to be very, very hard for the Saigon Tanker Club to push up onto them. They're just taking free damage right now and almost going down. Look at that, 211 HP. That is all that I think that's W. Lewis is left on right there. We've got another T57. Is that Zed Kura? No, that's going to be Nox Fan going down right there, actually. A beautiful shot from Dark DH Master. Getting him down, and you know what, the Horsemen, they pulled the trigger right here. They are not content just sitting at the 2 flag. They're not going to let Saigon Tanker Club rotate back up to A. They are pushing right on towards them here. And boom, look at that. W. Lewis going down to a nice shot from Arcado 1. Gorilla rounding over the hill with 100% HP. Colin 1120 takes down Mr. Fung right after that. And boom, they are falling like flies right here. And the Saigon Tanker Club are collapsing under the weight of the Horsemen right here, with Colin again taking down Super Cub. Taking down another one with Super Cub going down. World of Tanks Vietnam, the last man standing, and Faluso has something to say to him. He's got him out of racked. He's got his tracks damaged as well. The last shot comes in. A perfect, flawless round from the Horsemen. And there we go. And yeah, Twisted Santa in chat there saying haven't played in years. Well, if you haven't played in years, then I remember back a couple of years ago, competitive World of Tanks. It really was. Well, it's a little bit more like chess than a game, than a video game. So now things are a lot, well, like we saw just then, a lot faster. You know, got the T-54s in action there as well, and let's see how much damage they can put out when used correctly. And you know, Gorilla right there on the top with 2k damage, Nandesu 1.7k, Faluso 1.4k, and overall the Horsemen, they just played that one perfectly. The Saigon Tanker Club, I feel, waited a little bit too long to decide, you know what, this isn't going to work. As soon as they saw all those Horsemen set up in the perfect sort of defensive positions around that hill there, they should have just said, you know what, they're set up to defend this, let's rotate, let's try and get them moving, something like that. And of course, as soon as the Horsemen kind of saw that retreat, as soon as they saw it, and with the amount of damage that they'd already applied as well, they just said, you know what, let's go. Pushed on towards them, boom. Just absolutely obliterated the field of the Saigon Tanker Club there. So, and yeah, Chested Sand's saying by far says in both movement and reloading aiming, it's like they're cruising around the map in race cars, and that is a pretty good, yeah, tie-in, I think. A pretty good way to describe them, particularly the T-54s. The T-54s are pretty much like race cars here, and you know, some people call the T-54 a little bit overpowered at the moment. You know, it's a light tank and it's got armor that will often ricochet more than most mediums of its class even, and it's still got that brilliant speed. It's got a great gun on it. It is overall an all-round fantastic tank, and you know that a tank like the T-54 is maybe a little bit too strong when these teams can get away with picking it sometimes on Himmelsdorf as well, where it's like, well, you know, we don't really need the mobility, but it's a T-54, so it's good anyway, sort of thing. So there we go, some more tank picks coming in right there though, as we're getting, surprise surprise, T-54s all around the place. It's looking like the Saigon Tanker Club though have also locked in one RU-251, so they're going to be going into the defensive side of this one. They're probably going to be popping their RU-251 just again around those rail tracks there, like how we saw the SuperNoobs do it just earlier on. So, oop, caps. Alrighty, let everyone know that we are ready to go, and we should be able to get this one underway very, very soon. So, yeah, we can see right now Falusa getting the countdown happening. Alrighty, and we've got 25 seconds left on the clock until we get this one started out. So we've got the Horsemen on the attack this time, and oh, actually, yeah, and that RU-251 probably actually going to be sitting up there. But the Horsemen on the attack. This should be a fun one. I'm expecting a rush from them. They're the Horsemen. That's what they do best. Right, so we've got Dark DH Master here and his T-54 lightweight. Actually, well, maybe they won't be doing a rush from the looks of things. Sending the AMX 12T out to kind of scout out the 2 flag, but it's looking like the rest of the Horsemen's lineup going to be heading towards the 1 flag. So yeah, there we go, and it's going to be getting on towards that flag fairly early on, and to no one's surprise, I think the Saigon Tanker Club, they're actually committing all of their tanks to the 2 flag right here. This isn't good, and to be honest, I probably would have made the call to defend up that 2 flag as well against the Horsemen. They love pushing that, but well, the Saigon Tanker Club, they're going to soon find out that the Horsemen are not actually pushing onto the 2 flag for once. deciding to go up north instead, up to the C3 area where that one flag is. Getting a few shots across early on. They're not quite brave enough to push directly on towards that one flag, but I tell you what, they could get on there pretty fast if they wanted to. And instead, right here, the Horsemen effectively have free reign to set up into some cover positions around this one flag here, so that Nunn can get himself up on the hill for free. Faluso can push right up here. Finally, it looks like Saigon Tanker Club have sent one of their T-54s back to kind of scope the place out a little bit, now that they've realised that the Horsemen are not rushing the 2 flag. But, well, there's still not a great deal of SGC tanks in the vicinity of the 1 flag. The Horsemen not making a solid move just yet. So, yeah, there we go. And Faluso just retreating back a little bit as well. So we've got Arcono 1 up there. We've also got, Nunn Desu right up the top there on that little hill as well. As the base cap has been started. So Spencer there, going to be getting that one started in his AMX 12T. And we're going to be seeing if the Saigon Tanker Club can react to it. And it's looking like they might be doing a bit of a slow rotate around the bottom of the map right here. So instead just going for a rotate around the bottom, which is interesting. And I think right here, okay, so I mean they should be alright. They've only got 1 tank, the Horsemen only have 1 tank on the flag, so they're probably not in danger of getting it capped up just yet, but they do definitely have to move right here. And I probably wouldn't want my RU-251 at the front of the pack there, with the weakest armour of the bunch. In the meantime, we can see W. Lewis here in his T-32 just getting a few shots probably over towards the 1 flag. As a shot does actually ricochet off that strong frontal turret armour of the T-32. And these guys are going to actually need a reset there. And oh no, W. Lewis is actually tracked at the moment, doesn't decide to repair it, but he's going to be moving up instead. And we can see the rest of the tanks from SGC have arrived, so the base cap is reset right now. Spencer goes down, that's 1 tier 6 down, but look at that, Mr. Fung goes down right after that, so a tier 6 for a tier 8 so far. Horseman leading out early on in this engagement as Gorilla gives Noxfam a bit of a ram there, dropped down to 57% himself, but Noxfam 1 shot from death. He's going to be going up very shortly if Gorilla can hit this shot, and he does. And Arcono 1 trying to help out a little bit as well. It is carnage right here, but the SGC guys, they are coming out worse for wear. Look at that. Already, they've lost 3 tier 8 tanks. Gorilla actually might be going down fairly soon, but it's looking like no Arcono 1 going to be able to take down Super Cub. Gorilla still staying alive, and this is a bloodbath once again for the Horsemen. They are absolutely ripping through the Saigon Tanker Club, and going to be getting out of this one. Probably only losing 1 tier 8 and 1 tier 6. Oh, I told a lie. Lewis does manage to take down Gorilla. Gorilla probably just getting a little bit greedy there because he knows that the Horsemen have won. So there we go. That T-32, nothing that Lewis can do. He's going to be going down there, and that is going to mean, they're actually using HE, I think. So that's going to mean that with Faluso taking him down, the Horsemen, the 3rd place champions of this week's Go4WoT Weekly Cup. So there we go. And if we take a look at the battle results there, we can see lots of good damage up there from both the teams really. But overall, Faluso, Dark DH, and Nunn, all with over 2,000 damage. They've got to be pretty happy with that, I think. So that is going to mean now, guys, that it is time to jump up, or jump out to another little break. And up next, of course, is our grand final. So that's the match between Team VN and the SuperNoobs. Do not go anywhere. That's coming up next. We'll see you soon.
The global map, the arena of leadership and strategy. It's time for a change. The global map has undergone a major transformation. Enter global map easier than ever before. There's plenty of room for everyone. There's more provinces, tactical options, and of course, more game events. Fight in strongholds or on the global map to earn a new currency, influence. Improve your combat divisions, take part in operations, and raise your province's profits. The stakes have never been higher. Get ready to challenge the world.
Em xin nach Bim.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the Sofia Events Centre in lovely Bulgaria, about to kick off day one of the WGL EU Season 5 finals. Huge games to come.
School bus pick it up at 5-1. A brilliant performance from start to finish.
We guessed that Kazna won't be ready for such an aggressive tactics and such an unusual one on Himmelsdorf, and we kind of wanted to exploit that.
Well, I first have to congratulate School Bus for one game. They played good, compact.
Our next opponent is either WoT or Penta Gaming.
But Novak's last man standing, WoT on the verge, pick it up, 5-1.
We wanted to revenge, and we really prepared well for this match, especially for this opponent.
We didn't play well, the focus fire was really bad, that's why we lost Ruinberg. First dates are done, I think now will be only better, so I hope now we can win.
First game we lost, but it didn't affect so much on us. Mood was still up, we were still focused, still concentrated. Some games were close right now, but we managed to pull them off on a decider match, and that's what counts.
And it's School Bus picking up the victory.
We need to rest, we need to sleep, and we need to drink a tea.
After losing first game, we won the last two. We qualified for the semi-finals. Our morale really got boosted after those victories. We're really pumped up now and ready for semi-finals.
Yesterday was a huge day of games. Back and forth, teams battled it out. We are now down to 4 teams in our playoff day of play.
They've beaten Virtus Pro. 2 more shots and LB Nexus gets it. Kazna have made it to the finals. Unbelievable performance.
Yeah, we are really happy that we won with Corona. It's really amazing for us.
Today our opponents were Kazna Crew and GGVP. We lost unexpectedly against Kazna Crew and won against GGVP.
We have just won GGWP, nobody trusted that we would do this, and now we're in the finals with Kazna Crew. It's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be good.
But Amelie looking aggressive. He just wants to remove some of these factors up north. He goes straight in towards roster. Kazna seconds away from winning the Season 5 finals. Offenso takes him down. Kazna Crew pick it up in the final round.
Well, you can say we became better and better. You saw on day one we really struggled against School Bus. Now it was a really even match. But yeah, we won it in the end because we became better and better over the tournament.
Thanks you guys for supporting us, and Kazna smash.
Alrighty guys, perfect timing. Welcome back. Here we are jumping in to the grand final for today's proceedings. Team VN taking on the SuperNoobs here in the 23rd Go4WoT Asia Weekly Cup. I'm Go4Gadget if you're just joining us, and we are doing Battle on Steps. So we've got some tank picks already for both the sides. Let's go ahead and run through those ones. Jura there for Team VN has picked 1, 2, 3 T54 lightweights, 1 T32, and 2 IS3s, and a Cromwell. So also locking in that tier 6 British medium tank as well, that kind of functions very much like a light tank. On the SuperNoobs side, however, they have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T54 lightweights, 1 T32. They're going to be going with the AMX 12 TSZ tier 6 as well. Alrighty, so let everyone know that we are ready to go, and it's looking like we will be having Team VN on the defense to start things off here. And of course we've got to remember this one is a best of 5 setup, so we are going to be yep, there we go, getting this one underway very shortly. Jura's just said that he's ready. So for those that don't know, the best of 5s, we do play with both teams get 2 goes on each side of the map. So we've got Team VN, they're going to play on the defense for the first 2 rounds, then they're going to swap, they're going to play 2 rounds on the offense, that is if it makes it to a 4th game. And then the 5th and final map is Ruinberg, I do believe. So that's an interesting little thing there. Alrighty, but we have got 20... Actually, have they got all 5 players? I count 6. Now, I'm not too sure. SN have certainly got all... SN have got 7 players, but I'm not too sure about VN. I thought they actually... thought they had 3 T54s. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Might actually have to get a restart here. I think maybe one of the Team VN guys might have just dropped out at the last minute there, or something like that. So hopefully we'll be getting the restart happening very, very shortly. And I'm just going to wait here just to double check that we're not playing this one. No, it doesn't look like it. No one's moving. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to be jumping back to garage there. Alrighty, and hopefully... Okay. there we go. And yes, so looks like might have been Kwang Min there who didn't quite make it into battle, I think. Alrighty, there we go, and it's looking like Team VN all leaving up now as well, so hopefully we can get this one restarted nice and quick. Alright, it's looking like just about everyone has left. Alrighty, so we should be able to get this one restarted nice and quick. But yeah, obviously some sort of issue there with Kwang Min not able to get into the game, something like that. So. And again, if there are any any wargaming devs watching, well, best thing to add, or the thing which I would most like added to any future patch, it's not a new tank, not a buff or a nerf, anything like that. It's actually the ability, whilst in spectator mode, to see what the teams are typing. That would be very, very handy. Unfortunately, don't quite have it. There we go. Alrighty, victory, fantastic. And let's actually just close that. So we're ready now to jump back into it. Alrighty, let everyone know. Actually, better. Yeah, okay, now we're ready. Now that we're ready to jump back into it. Okay, SN giving the call over to go. So we should be loading into this one. Yep, Jura is saying ready, so boom, we're getting this one loaded in. Everything's looking good here, haven't got any weird glitches. So we're good. 28 seconds left on the clock now. It is time to find out who has it in them, which team to take out this week's Go4WoT Weekly Cup. I'm going to say the SuperNoobs. They are looking hard to beat at the moment. They've got a fantastic lineup here for the defense. Here on steps, lots of T54s, for the offense, I should say, here on steps. Lots of T54s, T32, all of that good stuff. And the AMX 12T, and well, they know how to play steps, that's for sure. So, getting them rolling out. We've got these guys. Looks like we might be seeing one T54 heading down the middle. There's the last, just dings the bottom of his tank there. Got Tang as well, also in the T54 Ricky, in his T54 Lysandra as well as Ironhide, and Sunbow's going to be in the T32 at Tier 8 US heavy tank. Right now we've got Syndicate Test over here though. He's going to be guarding out that 2 flag. Can't quite spot anyone just yet though, as it's looking like Team VN going for a bit of an aggressive hold on the 2 flag. They've got Curry and Rock actually pushed up. This isn't something that we often see here. This sort of position used by the kind of hill defender, we'll call them, on the defensive side. Usually it's more around the B0 area where there's a few nice sort of kind of rocks around that area where you can hide behind a nice little hill. But instead, going to be having Curry in just doing his own thing there. which is fair enough. Got some nice brushes for cover, and of course one of the great things about the T54 lightweight as well is that it has a nice and low profile, so it can definitely use those brushes to its advantage. Alright, here though, it's like I'm loading. Might have actually spotted a few of those attackers coming up. Jura as well, not going to be able to connect any shots to them just yet though. As we've got Tang here in the T54 lightweight. Just pushing up a little bit. Looking like he's not going to be seeing much of anything right there. Ricky in his T54, so he might be retreating back, maybe trying for a delayed push on towards the 2 flag just by himself, just to kind of get some eyes potentially. Let's see what's happening there. In the meantime though, we've got Milo in his Cromwell. Ooh, sitting in a bush, and there are better tanks in the Cromwell for hiding in the bush, but Milo's doing his job. So we've got Hien in the AMX-12T, actually just got reset there, dropped down to 365 HP, so I think WoT in his T32 can actually spot him. As we've got Jura getting some shots across in his T54 lightweight. And the last as well, trying to trade it up. He's been dropped down to 938 HP though. Maven, oh, there's a big shot onto Jura. About 260 damage or so. So right now we're just seeing the SuperNoobs play this one safe, not doing anything too crazy, just, you know, putting the cap pressure on. We've got 3 minutes and 45 seconds left though. And, well, we did see when they were facing up against the Horsemen, they did almost have a little bit of an issue with time. So if Team VN can kind of draw this out for long enough, then, you know, they could potentially look for a win that way. Right now though, it's looking like base cap is on 55, slowly ticking up. So Team VN do need to find a way to get a reset on that AMX-12T on the base flag. Right now, Quang Min might be trying his luck, poking over with 100% HP. And we've got over on the other side, Ricky still not really doing much, still not poking or still not pushing through towards that 2 flag there. We've got Tang on the flag as well, and actually the base is actually just being captured. So SuperNoobs, wow. Team VN, what are you doing? You had 6 tier 8 tanks up, and you just let them, and they let them capture the base. Wow. Okay, well that was an easy one for the SuperNoobs. I don't know what happened there for Team V, and they, wow, just were not. I don't know, relying on a few hits that they didn't get potentially, but yeah, that was a crucial mistake there from Team VN. And well, the SuperNoobs, they're definitely going to be happy about it. Alrighty, so it's looking like Jura there for Team VN might be saying he's taking in the same lineup as well, which, you know, not surprising, same sides, and I don't really think the issue was, yeah, the lineup there for for Team VN. I think the issue there was that they didn't change their they didn't shoot their guns at the enemies, so the enemies could capture the flag. Really, it's about as simple as that. Alrighty, so we're ready. Jura's ready, and the SuperNoobs, I actually quite like that change there. They've just made one small little tweak in their lineup. They're going to be changing a T54 lightweight for an RU251, and I think that's a good move. Worked well for them before. That RU251 can really can really just land some of the shots that the T54 can't at those longer ranges, or can't as reliably at those longer ranges. So right here, 16 seconds left on the clock, and again, I think this time though I'm going to be following Team Vienna to see where they disperse from and where they get set up. Alrighty, so starting off, we have got Syndicatest here. He's going to be in the IS-3 once again. Wishan in his IS-3. I am WoT in the T-32 there. Curry and Rock in his T-54. We've got Jura there, his own T-54. Quang Min in his Milo VN in the Cromwell. So Milo is actually going to be pushing up a little bit this time. So moving a little bit closer towards that one flag. I do like that. Now, right now, SuperNoobs. Oh no! Milo VN's actually been spotted there from across the map, and that's one of the things about the Cromwell. He's gone. Milo is definitely gone, I'd say. Oh wait, no, he's not been spotted. Yes, the last takes him down. That was a very quick one there, and you've got to wonder a little bit why the Cromwell here in a map where really all the light tanks on the defensive side are really going to be doing is just sitting in bushes. The Cromwell not the best for that. So as great as it is on some of the more urban maps, I think really showing its weakness there. So Milo going to be going down. We've got Wishan here looking down the rail tracks, and I actually like this position here from Wishan because he probably knew that the SuperNoobs were going to be sending up their RU-251. Doesn't actually spot the RU though. So, okay, ooh, that could be a little bit dangerous there, and he's actually maybe trying to make a move as, again, the SuperNoobs have said, well, if it's not broken, don't fix it, and have started the base cap again on the one flag. And I doubt somehow that Wishan, I doubt that Team Vienna are going to be letting them make the same, or going to be making the same mistake this time. But Wishan here, I'm not too convinced with his positioning at all, because yeah, he's just directly out in the open. He's got two different angles that are attacking him, and he can't spot anyone, let alone shoot them. So there's a free tier 8 that VN have just handed to the SuperNoobs on a silver platter right there. And I am WoT with his T-32. Was able to get a few shots across on towards that RU-251. So Ricky not on 100% HP, but he's done his job. And the base cap now is still in effect. And I like where this T-32, I like where Sunbow's positioned, because if he needs to, he can just move up a little bit and kind of sit in front of these guys right here. And the base cap is actually started again now. They're doing the exact same thing. We need to see some resets coming in from Team VN. It's on 93, 96, 98, 100. The base has been captured, and again, what a Team VN doing right here. It's like they're giving away the grand final for free almost to the SuperNoobs. They knew that that's what the SuperNoobs did, and they just let the SuperNoobs do the exact same thing again. Look at the damage numbers. Syndicatest 400 damage. I am WoT didn't even hit more than 300. So wow, yeah, the SuperNoobs, they're going to be happy about that though. That's for sure. And Team VN got to be hoping that their offensive play is a lot better than their defensive play. So there we go, getting some tac picks underway now. Now that we've swapped sides. So this time Team Vienna are going to be on the attack here, on the attacking side of steps, and we're going to be seeing the SuperNoobs on the defense. I almost would have liked to have seen Team Vienna that last game, maybe like push all the way around here and actually just do a nice aggressive push right there onto the rocks around the one flag. I think that potentially really could have worked, but no. Okay. Ooh, there we go. That's what I like to see. Something a little bit different for once on steps. We have got 2 LTTBs locked in there. So I'm going to be going with that USSR Tier 7 light tank. 2 of those on the SuperNoobs lineup, and of course with that 85mm gun that it does have, you know, 216mm of penetration if you're firing APCR from it. So, and can definitely put out a nice amount of damage per minute as well, with fairly kind of decent accuracy for its tier. Right now though, it's looking like we've got another Cromwell coming in for Team VN, which I'm not too convinced about, but whatever. Got a Cromwell coming in for them, AU251 IS3, 2 T54 lightweights. And yeah, the SuperNoobs line up pretty standard apart from the LTTBs. They're also going to be going with a T32. So probably again, actually on the defense, yeah, I wonder where the SuperNoobs are going to be putting their tanks. They could actually try for maybe even an early push from the defense. I'm not too sure. But here we are, loading into this one. So, alrighty, with 20 seconds left on the clock, it is do or die for Team VN. They're currently 2-0 down in the best of 5. If they lose out this one, then it is curtains. They have lost, and they have earned themselves 2nd place. But they don't want that. Let's go. I want to see them draw this out to at least a 4th game, maybe even a different map in the 5th game as well, if they can get it out there. So hopefully they can do a little bit better on the offensive side here on steps. But let's go ahead and take a look at where Team VN are heading out to. So it's looking like they are sending, and also Team VN's lineup a little bit interesting. 3 IS3s, very heavy sort of lineup. So yeah, you would be thinking that they're going towards a 1 flag with this sort of a heavy lineup here, I feel. And that is exactly what they're doing. And look at this. I want to say that's very nice positioning here from the LTTBs. Early scouting, early information, and Sunbow, even though he's in that tier 7, you know, not quite as expendable as some of the tier 6 light tanks, which they might just use to scout. He's still, you know, putting himself out there, scouting out early on, so that the SuperNoobs have that information and can react to it accordingly. That's exactly what they're doing right here. So right now we've got Hien. Could be moving away from those rail tracks, as we do see Team VN trying to pull off the same sort of a thing that was so effective against them in those last 2 rounds that we played. So they're moving themselves on towards, well, near the 1 flag there, and they've got a fair bunch of IS3s, and can definitely work out for them. Right now though, it's looking like, ooh, we are getting a bit of a rotate coming in from the SuperNoobs though, and this is something that Team VN did not do. They did not rotate their tanks all the way around the back, and it's looking like we are going to be seeing a bit of a flank coming on right here. And again, this is a little bit late for Team VN to actually get their light tank, to get their tier 6 on the flag there. So in the meantime, these LTTBs, oh look at that, even shooting Curry and Rock from there, brilliant. They're getting lots of damage out, and Curry and Rock there being dropped down to 36% HP, and I'm not even sure if Team VN know where they're being shot from. Right here, these LTTBs really showing why they're picked. Can just absolutely spray out damage and spray out shots from those fast-firing cannons. I think about 15 rounds a minute, if I'm not incorrect, from those 85mm guns, which is very impressive. Right now, though, you've got Tangaroy in his T-54 lightweight also spraying out a few shots. Oh, the last has just taken down the Cromwell there. So now, Team VN, they've lost their cap pressure there. They've lost their expendable cap pressure there, I want to say, by losing the Cromwell. It's not looking good. And you can see all of the SuperNoobs are still looking fairly healthy, so to speak. Team VN not looking too good. We've got Curry and Rock on 36% HP. The RU251 WoT with 65%. And Hien here, I was thinking about trading with Syndicate Test. Decides not to in the end. Maybe even WoT. As we've got these LTTBs just playing so aggressively. I love it. Ironhide there trying to get a shot out onto Curry, and he does. Drops him down to 22% HP. WoT is going to be coming around there and trying to contest, but where's the other LTTB? Must be close. Yes, he is. Here we are. Sunbow coming in to save the day and help take out WoT. They do actually both miss their shots, but Sunbow's on full HP. He's going to even maybe try for a ram. He does. He gets the ram. Brilliant bit of play there, and spins around his turret. Takes down Curry and Rock right after that. In the meantime, though, we have seen Tango down, so at least this time Team VN, they're putting up a bit more of a fight. These heavy IS-3s really dishing out some big damage, but they're going to need to dish out a lot more than they currently are to subdue the SuperNoobs. As Wishan there, gets his gun damage. That's not good. That is not good at all. The LTTB trying to fire at him, but not having much success in penetrating him. There we are. The LTTB needs one more shot. Can he get it? Oh, no, misses, but that's not going to matter. Hien does the work instead. Team VN, they only have 2 tanks left, Kwang Min and Jura. They're not going to be able to do anything against the 5-strong force of the SuperNoobs. And once again, the SuperNoobs, they have proven themselves as Go4WoT Weekly Cup champions before, and they're proving themselves again in what is going to be a clean sweep here. On the attacking side of steps, Kwang Min on 20% HP in his IS-3. Just needs a couple more shots to get finished off. The LTTB going to be coming around the side there. Even tries a ram. That's not going to work. Oh, but worth it for the style points there. There we go. Gets rammed to death by Kong Sun. And it is now all said and done. The SuperNoobs, the Go4WoT Cup 23 champions. There we go. And we can take a look at the team score there. Syndicate Test up the top, 1.3k damage for Team VN. But on the other side though, Hien, as he's always a top performer for the SuperNoobs. 1.9k damage. The last with 1.8k. Kong Sun with 1.3k. And there we go. GG's. So guys, that is just about it for our coverage for today. Congratulations to the SuperNoobs for taking that one out. Very convincing win. But again, thanks everyone for watching. This has been GoGoGadget at GoGoGadgetCast. You can also check out at ESLWOT on Twitter as well. But for now, I'll see you next week.